Welcome everyone to a February 14th, 2025 Keith's Cacao ceremony. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone who, as tradition, celebrates Valentine's Day. Today's ceremony is called A Return to Love, Coming Home to Your Heart. It's hosted by the amazing Deb Jennings. I'm going to get around to introducing her more formally here in just a moment. These events that we put on once a month are Keith's Cacao's opportunity to show off one of our over 600 cacao practitioners around the world. My name is Rick Wessels. I'm the CEO of Keith's Cacao and by far the luckiest man in the world. You're about to find out why. I get to spend my time working with an amazing group of people in Guatemala who make our cacao. And then I get to spend even more time with an amazing group of individuals all around the world who love to drink it and share it with others. We're on a mission. It was originally given to me by Keith way back in 2016 to return the use of ceremonial grade cacao to the world. And frankly, we would love to have your help doing that. If today's event in any way inspires you to take that step to learn more about cacao, or to become a practitioner and share it, we offer a really fantastic class called The Power of Cacao. And it is an amazing journey in and of itself. I have the good fortune of talking to you today from our hometown, San Marcos La Laguna in Guatemala. I'm sitting in our next door neighbor's yoga studio, and partly because it has this view. I don't know how well that's coming out.
Beautiful.
But our workshop sits right on the shores of Lake Atitlan, which is one of the most beautiful places I have ever experienced. The lake is very deep. It's an old, ancient volcanic caldera. It's surrounded by many extinct volcanoes. And off on the horizon, I can actually see the one volcano in Guatemala near us that is still active called Volcan Fuego. I'm here right now because we're 2 days away from beginning our annual retreat, which we call Homecoming. And it's an opportunity for people who love cacao, who want to go deeper with cacao, who want to experience the entire process that turns little tiny cacao pods. This is a representative one. They're usually about this big, into the drink that many of us love to enjoy. If you ever have the opportunity to be here with us, we'd love to have you. This is a special day for many people. It's a very commercialized day for many people. There's a vast number of opinions about the concept of Valentine's Day. Yes, we're doing this on Valentine's Day because, well, there's a lot of people who are thinking about love and connection. And when we sat down and planned this out about 6 or 8 months ago, there was really one person that I thought could bring us closest to that feeling of connection and love, and that's Deb Jennings. I had the opportunity to meet Deb on the phone the very first time when she called to talk to me about becoming a Keith's Cacao practitioner way back in 2017. And I was, quite honestly, at the very beginning of my cacao journey then. And the memory of that call serves me well when I talk to people now and understand how kind and amazing they can be. The level of connection to spirit and kindness that this woman is unmatched in my experience. Perhaps that connection is only matched by her knowledge and talent. I will tell you that what you're about to experience today, for many of you, will be deeply profound. Deb is a sound healer and a Reiki master, along with as a Keith's Cacao practitioner. She has spent decades integrating her love of music, with her spiritual journey. She studied sound healing with renowned teachers, and she's practiced traditions from Buddhism, Sufism, to Native American wisdom. She has a beautiful depth and heart. Deb, are you ready to guide us today in ceremony?
Well, as soon as I quit crying after that introduction, thank you so much, Rick. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, I am ready to guide everyone. It's my pleasure and honor to be here with you. And I see some familiar faces, both from the very first homecoming that I was blessed to go to and meet Keith and Rick and several of you, and also from many of your faces are familiar from the online ceremonies which Keith held over the years. And so if you have your cacao ready, we'll get ready to drink our cacao. You can hold it close to your heart as we begin. Love. Love is a song written upon our souls and our hearts before we took our first breath. And we all long to return to love. It's not a learned thing. It is remembered. The breath of the divine moves through us and calls us to return to love and come home to our hearts. So thank you for hearing this call and for joining us today. I want to invite you to go with me on the longest journey any of us can take. It's 18 inches from our minds to our hearts. I've had the blessing to study many paths and work with many living masters and learn many traditions throughout those paths, and I'd like to honor each of them, and I've chosen some of my favorite to share with you today. And each of these practices are designed to help open your heart even further, which is the medicine that Keith Cacao gives to us to open our hearts and to live from our hearts. And so let's explore how to go even deeper. You can take your cacao and hold it close to your heart. And whatever your intention is for today's ceremony, you can imagine putting that intention right into your cacao so that as you drink it, you embody your intention. We invite in the spirit of cacao. Some of us call her Mama Cacao. Some of us have other names, but we invite her to join us, to guide us, to open our hearts and allow them to break open with love. We invite in Keith Wilson. He left us 13 months ago today from this plane, but I know he's out there driving through the cosmos in his magic bus, blessing each one of us. We invite in the ascended masters, the angels, the archangels, each of the 7 directions, the east, the south, the west, the north, the spirit above, the spirit below, and the spirit within each one of us. We invite in the elements. We invite our ancestors and relatives, the nature kingdom, the spirit animals, the magical kingdom, the dragons, the unicorns. Any guide you wish to work with personally, just invite them in right now. And then I like to visualize ourselves sitting in the rainforest. For those of you that have been there, you know there is a canopy of trees over the cacao trees because they don't do well in direct sunlight. They need that buffer there. And I like to think of putting my spine, my back up against the trunk of the tree and my feet on the ground. And then I imagine little roots coming out from the bottom of my feet, going into the ground and intertwining with the cacao spirit's roots of the tree. So with that image in mind, you can take your first sip of cacao. So grateful for this medicine. Now that we've opened sacred space, I'd like us to just continue sipping at our own pace. And I'm going to lead us in a meditation, giving the body time to absorb the cacao so it can open up our hearts, bring that smile to our face that it naturally does. It's a smile of your heart showing on your face. I learned this meditation over 20 years ago from Drenvalo Melchizedek. It's called the Unity Meditation. And so if you want to just get really comfortable, feel free to move about as you need to remain comfortable. Sip your cacao as you are guided. Close your eyes and let your attention shift to a place on earth that you feel is the most beautiful place in the world. It might be that image of Lake Adatlan that just was shown to us by Rick through his window there. It may be a mountain scene with rivers and forests and trees and lakes. You may find the desert beautiful in its arid dryness, the beach with all of the water. Whatever place you perceive as beautiful, in your mind's eye now, see that with as much detail as you can. For example, if your place is in a mountain scene, see the mountains and the beautiful billowing white clouds above them. See and sense the forest and the trees moving with the wind. What animals are present with you? Are there deer or an elk or little rabbits and squirrels? Look down and see the clear water of the rivers flowing down into a lake. And begin to feel love for this place and for all of nature. Continue to grow into this space of love with nature until your heart is beating with the warmth of your love. And then when the time feels right, you can imagine putting your love into a little sphere or ball of energy and sending that down with your intention into the heart of Mother Earth so that she can feel directly the love that you have for her. As a child, wait. Wait until Mother Earth sends that love back to you and you can feel it. You are her child and you know she loves you. And when you feel her love return to you, you may feel it in your body. Just open completely, no blocks, no barriers. Allow her love to move anywhere into your body that needs that love and healing energy. Feel this beautiful love your mother has surrounded you with, and remain in union with Mother Earth until it feels complete. We'll just take a moment there for you. And at the right moment, only you can know what's right for you without breaking that loving union with your mother. Next, look to your Divine Father, to the heavens. Look to the rest of creation beyond Earth. Maybe you can imagine a night sky. See the Milky Way as it meanders across the heavens. Watch the planets and the moon swirl around you in the earth. Feel the sun hidden beneath the earth. Realize the incredible depth of space. And then feel this love you have for the Father. The Divine Father is the spirit of all creation except for the Divine Mother. And when this love becomes so great that it just can't stay inside of you any longer, let it move into the heavens with your intention. Again, you can make that little ball or sphere of love and send that up to the Divine Father. And then again, you will wait. Wait for the Divine Father to send his love back to you. He will always do so. You are his child forever, and the Divine Father will always, always love you. And just like Mother's love, when you feel the divine love of the Father enter your being, let it move anywhere it needs to for your highest good, for your highest healing. It is your Father's love, and it is pure. And right now that we've connected with Divine Mother and Divine Father, something is happening and manifesting that rarely happens. You are the child of these two energies, so the Holy Trinity is alive on earth. That Mother and Father are joined with you in pure love, and the Divine Child completes the triangle. At this point, all you need to do is to become aware of your connection to everything that is. We are in the oneness. and dwell here for a few moments. And as we do that, I'm going to use a Native American flute to call to our hearts. And just let this sound of the flute guide you through whatever inner journey you need right now. And take that into the silence and connect with gratitude. And stay in this deeply, beautifully relaxed state. But bring your awareness back, and we'll move into some additional practices. The first thing I'd like to offer is that Rick was talking about sound healing, and I don't know if you know this yet, but you all have your own sound healing instrument that you take with you everywhere you go. It doesn't cost anything. It is your voice. And many of us have wounds around our voice. Somebody told us to be quiet or not to sing or not to talk, but we can all sing and talk and share our voice in a true and authentic way. So I'm going to invite you to sing a song with me from the Dances of Universal Peace. If you don't know it, that's okay. You can listen to it the first time through. We'll sing it through maybe 3 times so that you get a chance to sing it at least once before we put it aside. If you are not muted, please mute yourself, because when we sing together on Zoom, it kind of creates a feedback loop. So, but you'll be able to hear me and you'll be able to hear yourself. So whenever 2 or more are gathered, we're doing well. So this song is called Rising in Love. And it goes like this. Deeper, deeper into the heart of love. Deeper, deeper into the heart of love. Letting go into the mystery. Letting go into the mystery. Letting go into the mystery. Rising in love. So join in with me. Deeper, deeper into the heart of love, deeper, deeper into the heart of love, letting go into the mystery, letting go into the mystery, letting go into the mystery, rising in love, deeper, deeper into the heart of love, deeper, deeper into the heart of love, letting go into the mystery, letting go into the mystery, letting go into the mystery, rising in love. We'll do this one more time. Deeper, deeper into the heart of love, deeper, deeper into the heart of love, letting go into the mystery, letting go into the mystery, letting go into the mystery, rising in love, rising in love, rising in love. Just take a short moment in the silence and connecting with gratitude to integrate that. I am using a couple of tools to help strengthen our heart energy today. I have a Labradorite heart crystal here, and then I'm wearing this beautiful heart with I forget what stone it is. It's a heart-colored stone, the green color, that my friend Greg made the copper. He works with sacred geometry and copper, and that's on a chain. And then I just got this from him Tuesday. This is an octahedron with a green crystal in it, and the octahedron strengthens the energy of the heart. So if you're interested in the sacred geometry, you can use that along with these practices to strengthen your heart energy. So keep sipping on your cacao until it's gone, and then feel free to drink some water or tea if you need something else to drink. And we're going to go into a cleansing and purification practice just to help open our hearts and clear anything, because we tend to hold hurt in our hearts, don't we? We've all lived long enough to have somebody hurt our hearts, and we want to let go of that, forgive that, and doesn't mean you have to do anything different necessarily with whoever hurt you, but for your own highest good, we want to clear and purify the heart so that you can give and receive as much love as possible. And this is from the Sufi tradition. The Sufis like to polish their hearts until it shines so brightly that only love is reflected back. So this breath practice will help purify your heart and your body and cleanse it. And we'll work with our chakras, the elements, and some sounds to assist us in that, and I will guide you through it. So just get really comfortable. I'm going to have another sip of cacao here. Get comfortable, and then bring your awareness to the base of your spine. Connect with your root chakra, which connects with earth energy. You can picture the color red if that assists you. And I want you to feel really grounded and connected to earth. You can maybe focus on those roots coming down from your feet that we mentioned in the opening part of the ceremony. And here, in this energy of this first energetic center in your body, know and trust that all your needs are being met. Everything is provided. And what we'll do is breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And as you breathe in through the nose, you can think about divine healing energy entering. As you breathe out through the nose, think of divine remedy. Divine healing, breathing in through the nose. Divine remedy, breathing out through the nose. And rest here for a moment. And then gently bring your awareness up the spine to the level where it would be behind your belly button, your sacral chakra. Here you're going to connect with the element of water for purification and cleansing. You may picture the color orange. And this energetic center helps us to heal our relationships, and in particular, our communication within those relationships. So here we breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose. Divine healing. Out through the mouth. Divine remedy. And then gently moving that awareness up the spine to the level where your rib cage attaches. Here we connect with the element of sacred fire for transmuting anything no longer serving us and taking us to a higher level of vibration. You can picture the color yellow. This is the seat of your will and your personal power. And for this energy center, we breathe in through our mouth like you were drinking through a straw. And then breathe out through your nose. In through your mouth. And out through your nose. Breathing in through your mouth. Out through your nose. Breathing in through the mouth to find healing. Breathing out through the nose to find remedy. And then moving that awareness up the spine to the level of your heart. Here we connect with the element of air. You can picture the color green and imagining the air gently blowing across you, the wind blowing across you, and removing anything that's no longer serving you. Our hearts have to do with anything to do with love. The Sufi poet, who we'll hear more from later in this session, says we never need to look for more love. We simply need to remove any obstacles we have created to giving and receiving love. So with that intention, this time breathe in through your mouth as if you were breathing through a straw, and then raise the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth and breathe out. In through your mouth and out through the mouth. In through the mouth and out through the mouth. In through the mouth to find healing, and out through the mouth to find remedy. In through the mouth to find healing, out through the mouth to find remedy. Then you can gently return your breath to your normal breathing pattern, whatever that is for you. And we're going to connect with the ethers and our top three chakras, our throat, where we can imagine a sky blue color, and knowing that we can speak our true and authentic voice and be safe to do that. Our third eye, where we can picture an indigo sky color, like a night sky. And this one connects us to our intuition and our guidance, and then to our crown chakra at the top of our heads, connecting to Source by whatever name you use for Source, and having a clear connection with that energy that supplies you with this channeled energy so you don't deplete your own energy, that you rely on it for your sustenance. So we'll just breathe in the silence quietly as we imagine those top 3 chakras. And we'll finish this practice with these words: through the rays of the sun, through the waves of the air, through the all-pervading life in space, purify and revivify me, and I pray, heal my body, heart, and soul. Just take a moment to let that integrate in the silence with gratitude. And our next practice we'll move into is a toning exercise. And we're going to tone the sound for the heart, which is AH, ah. And for the last 14 years on Valentine's Day, around this time, I was presenting a live event in Des Moines in connection with a World Sound Healing Day organized by one of my teachers, Jonathan Goldman, out of Boulder, Colorado. And he arranged it so that people would join together online and tone that sound of ah together to send a sonic Valentine to everyone in the world, to all beings, and with an intention of healing our hearts, healing our planet, and healing the waters of our planet. So since I'm not doing that today because I'm here with you guys, I'm happy to be here. I would like to just take a couple minutes to do that practice to honor that tradition, however. And so you can put a hand on your heart or just center yourself there, whatever works best for you. And you can send your own sonic Valentine out to the entire planet. Breathe as you need to, and then as you breathe out, tone the sound of ah on whatever note feels right to your body. Your body and your heart will guide you to this. So breathing in and toning the ah. 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 out into the silence, and once again, connecting with gratitude, feel that love flowing over the planet to all beings everywhere. The ah sound is in the divine names in almost every tradition. There's one syllable, and that connects us with every path and honors every path. So thank you for joining me in sending that sonic Valentine. Next, I'd like to share a tapping practice with you. So if you're familiar with EFT at all, it's emotional freedom technique. It's a very powerful tapping technique to help heal yourself. And if you're doing a full session, there's a pattern where you tap the top of your head and between your eyes and on the side, under your eyes, above your mouth, on your chin, on your shoulders, on your sides, and then on your wrists. We're not going to do that whole practice today, but I just wanted to show you that that is how that would normally be done in a full session. But for a shorter session today, we're going to just work with the heart area. So right over your breastbone, your sternum, a lot of the meridians in the nervous system from the heart run through there. And so I'm going to have you tap gently there. And I'm going to say some affirmations. And if they resonate with you, you can repeat them after me. I listen to the whispers of my heart. I follow the voice of my heart. I love you, my heart. I trust the guidance of my heart. As I listen to and follow my heart, I positively affect all of humanity beyond my understanding. By listening to my heart's guidance, I live fully engaged in this present now moment. I allow myself to be soft and open, and in so doing, my mind is assured it's safe to allow my heart to guide my journey. I turn inward to my heart and express my true and authentic self. I dissolve all defenses to self-love. I love and accept myself completely, just as I am, right here, right now. And then you can gently rub a circle over your heart where you've been tapping and connect in the silence with gratitude once again. And just as an observer and witness to yourself, notice how you are feeling. So I mentioned the Sufi poet Rumi earlier, and I'm going to share one of my favorite poems from him. It's called The Guest House. And to be able to heal, we have to feel. Lots of times we've spent time doing our life avoiding our feelings, running from them, escaping from them. But for true healing to happen, you must feel all the feelings, not just the ones that feel good and that you like. And that's what this poem addresses. If you aren't familiar with Rumi, he's the most beloved poet in the world today, all these centuries later. He lived in the 13th century. He was a Sufi mystic and poet. So this is the guest house. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. So the important thing to learn from this poem is that we must feel all of our feelings to heal. When we are vulnerable and feel our feelings, it's very important to be gentle, nurturing, and compassionate with ourselves. So I'd like to move into some compassion work from the Buddhist tradition. And Kuan Yin is the goddess of compassion. So we'll start with singing her mantra. I'll invite you to join me in that. We'll do just like we did with the other song. I'll sing it through. If you know it, join me right away. If you don't, it's the same words over and over with just two melodies in it. And so we'll invite her to help assist us with being compassionate with ourselves and with others and with all beings. The mantra is Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Last time. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. And by invoking Kuan Yin's guidance and compassion, we'll move into some statements on compassion to help create a more compassionate world. And we always begin by offering that compassion to ourselves. All self-love practices have to start with loving ourselves first. So we'll first do them for ourselves, then for each other, and then we'll do them for all beings everywhere. So I'll say the statement and you can repeat it after me. May I be well, healthy, and happy. May I be free from pain, suffering, and strife. May I be at peace. May I know the source of peace is found within. Then we'll offer this compassion to each other. May you be well, healthy, and happy. May you be free from pain, suffering, and strife. May you be at peace. And may you know the source of peace is found within. And now we'll extend that to all beings. May all beings be well, healthy, and happy. May all beings be free from pain, suffering, and strife. May all beings be at peace. And may all beings know that the source of peace is found within. And take a moment in the silence and gratitude. When we find ourselves focusing on the heart and going deeper into the heart of love, we may find that we have built some walls there to protect ourselves. We've all been hurt, like I mentioned before, and some of us have built some pretty strong walls to keep from experiencing pain again. But if you are open to hearing directly from my heart to yours, the nicest gift you can give yourself is to tear those walls down and allow yourself to give and receive more love. We've all experienced some kind of trauma during our lives, often in our childhood. It made us feel separate or alone or afraid to trust. But our inner child wants to come home and to feel home again in the one heart of love. So we offer these practices to come back home into our hearts, back to the always present, ever powerful heart of love. Everything is always unfolding for our highest good and for our soul's growth. Other circumstances in the outer world may make that difficult to accept or to feel safe with. But when we let go and go with the flow and trust our highest good is being brought into manifestation, this is when we go deeper into the heart of love. And as we let go of our ego identity and come into our one true heart, we realize that there's no out there. It's all about the inner work. And that's really difficult right now in these crazy times that appear in the outside. But our real home is where our heart is, and the all-powerful, all-consuming love is. Let the whispers of your heart call you home. And to help assist us in that, I want to offer practices from the Hawaiian ancient tradition of Ho'oponopono. It has been very helpful to me in coming into the heart through forgiveness, in tearing those self-imposed walls down, in healing our hearts and helping us to take responsibility for the lives we create and remove ourselves from victim consciousness. I was blessed back in the 90s to study with Dr. Haleakala Hulen, who received this teaching from the first woman who shared it outside of Hawaii. And it's been a very transformational practice. I use it absolutely all the time. We're not forgiving anyone else. We are forgiving our former selves for not knowing how to create the best life possible for us. We forgive ourselves for any perceived mistakes we think we've made. We forgive ourselves for the times that we have listened to other people and trusted their guidance more than our own. And so we're saying this to ourselves, and it heals us on the internal level, and it begins to heal our outer world. Dr. Hulen actually transformed an entire psychiatric unit at a state criminal hospital in Hawaii by working with this practice, and just never met with the people. He just did this practice with their files. And pretty soon, within, I think, 2 years, that unit was closed. Everybody had gone home. So it is very powerful, and it's a very simple practice. There's 4 lines to the mantra for it. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And so I'd like you to bring a situation to mind that might be current in your life that you'd like to heal. And we'll do this mantra. We'll take responsibility for the situation and forgive our previous selves for not knowing better. So you can just say this with me, and we'll repeat it many times. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. It's very powerful to look in your eyes when you do this, like in front of a mirror or on your screen. You can look at your eyes and on your Zoom screen. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I also like to sing this song, this mantra, so I'll share that again, and I'll sing it through once, and you can join me, or you can continue to just say it if that feels more comfortable to you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. And again, take that into the silence and connect with gratitude. And we'll move into a practice now that is from another Hawaiian teacher, more current. I studied with her starting about 2 years ago. And you can place your hand on your heart. And she says that putting your hand on your heart is a way to give yourself a hug if you are alone. I don't know if you've read any of the research on hugs, but a 20-second hug is really very, very healing. So if you're just by yourself, and you can hug yourself like this, but you can also put your hand right on your heart to bring that same energy into practice. This particular practice is especially helpful if you're going through any confusion, pain, or despair. And go within now with your hand on your heart and consciously breathe. Take nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Feeling the air as you breathe in and out. Let's get 3 of those in. And then say to yourself, I am love. And take another deep breath. Nice and slow. Just want to calm the body and the nervous system down. I am free. And another long, slow breath. I am here. Breathing. I am here now. Let yourself fill and feel the love as you breathe with each breath. One more time, being really present in the moment. I am here. Love is filling your lungs and breathing you. Keep your attention on your body and breath and feel the love instead of your thoughts. Go deeply into your heart and into your breath. Be still. Open your heart and listen to it with your entire being as you are held in love in the silence. And as we come back, we'll go back to the Buddhist tradition and chant the Buddhist Heart Sutra. The words are gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhisvaha. And loosely translated, that means go beyond, to the other shore beyond. Oh, what an awakening. And so as we activate our hearts more fully, we ask for that to fully awaken and be present in our hearts. I'll sing it once and then you can join in with me. Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhisvaha. 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 And again, taking that into the silence and allowing gratitude to fill your being. So you may have noticed that we connected with gratitude after each individual practice, because gratitude is such a powerful practice to take us more deeply into our hearts. It's one of the highest vibrations we can experience as human beings. And when we choose to live in gratitude, everything becomes better. And the more you are grateful for, the more you'll find you have to be grateful for. You can think of 3 things in the morning, 3 things at night, or you can think of things all day long that you are grateful for and focus on those rather than the problems. I'm not saying ignore any issues you have, but focus on the gratitude and more will manifest. And so I'd like to do a Native American chant of gratitude, before we finish this part of the program. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Great Spirit. Thank you for this day, this healing, healing, healing day. This healing, healing, healing day. Sing that with me. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Great Spirit. Thank you for this day, this healing, healing, healing day. This healing, healing, healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Great Spirit. Thank you for this day, this healing, healing, healing day. This healing, healing, healing day. And into the silence and gratitude once again. And bring your awareness back to your breath, breathing in unconditional love for yourself, and breathing out gratitude for this time to love and nurture yourself today. Breathing in unconditional love for each one on this call. Breathing out love and gratitude for the support we receive from one another. And then breathing in unconditional love for all beings everywhere. And breathing out gratitude for all that is. The First Nations people of Canada have a word in their vocabulary for that type of gratitude. It's miigwech. And it means to be grateful for everything, even when you can't see a blessing in the situation that is presenting itself in your life. It may seem overwhelming or unwanted, but everything unfolding for your highest good. That's the beauty of having gratitude for all that is. So I'm going to do just a little body motion work to kind of ground ourselves to come back before we share with each other. If you can cross your hands at your wrists and intertwine your thumbs and place them over your chest. And you're going to lift one hand and back down to the chest and then the other and keep alternating like that, just being very gentle, very compassionate with yourself. This is a technique to balance the hemispheres of your brain, balance your parasympathetic nervous system, and help you to be more in your heart. And anytime you're feeling stress or anxiety or tension or pain, you can do this, and it really, really helps. And then take one hand and cup over your shoulder and rub all the way down to your fingertips 3 times on each side. Rubbing the hands together in a circle and 3 circles around your face. Feeling balanced, aligned, centered, and grounded, relaxed, refreshed, restored, renewed, and rejuvenated. We thank the Cacao Spirit. We thank Keith Wilson. We thank all of the guides that we called in for assistance. And we ask that if anything we did today was beneficial to any one of us, that it benefit all beings everywhere. The light in me bows to the light in you, and when we're together in that light, we are one. And I'd like you to remember something from my favorite jazz song. I love all kinds of music, but this line is the last line of the song Nature Boy. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. And one of my teachers also said something very similar, that love is the greatest healer of all. And I'm most grateful that you chose to spend this time with us today. I do believe there'll be a replay of the call available so that you can go back and really learn any of these practices in depth. Take what resonates with you and let the rest go. I pray that you at least have received one thing that you can use to deepen your inner life, living within your hearts, your awakened and illuminated hearts. And I just find this goes so well with my daily practice of drinking Keith's cacao. Oh, and I do have one more little short chant to share with you. May all beings be well and happy. May all beings be free from strife. May all beings return to love. Peace be with you forevermore. Peace be with you forevermore. I think we're going to move into a time of sharing, of questions, of if you'd like to share anything, how you responded or felt doing any of these practices. And I'll try to remember before we finish that if you would like to do any of these with me, again, I offer online things every week. I think I offer about anywhere from 8 to 12 live events a month, including cacao and sound healing, and then about 5 events a week online, including support groups, toning and chanting, inner child work, compassion work, ho'oponopono. And so if you would ever like to do, and cacao ceremonies online, I offer a monthly cacao ceremony live and one online each month. So I'll share with you how you can find that if you would like. And I would love to hear from you if you would like to share.
Deb, thank you so very much. It was truly wonderful and really deeply felt by me.
Thank you, Rick. I love you dearly.
Oh, thank you, dear. We love you too.
Thank you.
If you would like to speak with Deb or ask a question, please raise your hand in Zoom and we'll take you in the order of which those hands go up. I've entered her website into the chat. I highly encourage you, if you feel a connection, to reach out to Deb to experience more of what she has to offer, whether that be in group or on a one-on-one. Deb, Felice has her hand up first.
Okay. Hi, Felice. I gotta unmute him.
Deb, this was beyond my expectations. This was amazing, awesome. And did you say we're getting a recording of this?
I hope so. They normally record these. Is that right, Rick?
Yes, this has been recorded and it will be available on our YouTube channel. It usually takes the team a couple of days to download it and then re-upload it. But everybody who does that sort of stuff is here at Homecoming in Guatemala. And so give us 4 or 5 days this time.
Oh, because I've only done one other and it was emailed to me. So it's on your YouTube channel?
It'll be emailed to you as well. But yes, it lives on the YouTube channel. The only people who register will receive the link for the recording.
Oh, and thank you, Rick.
Very well.
Deb, what was the name of the last song?
That one is from the Dances of Universal Peace, and it's Return to Love.
Oh, okay. I have a bunch of songs I'm gonna download. I love singing with you. It was a lot of
Thank you. Thank you, dear.
There's so much.
I'm so grateful you joined us today. Blessings to you.
Blessings to you.
Deb, you feel free to call out whoever's next. I'm assuming that you can see who has the hands raised. Is that correct?
Patrick is next, it looks like.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So I guess you're sourcing your cacao from Guatemala. So that takes care of that question. I somehow have a calendar appointment for tomorrow. Was that a mistake that I made, or do you have another meetup tomorrow, you guys?
Not through Keith's Cacao tomorrow. I do on the third Saturday of the month at noon. I do offer an online cacao ceremony. I don't know. You would have had to have gotten that from my website or Facebook. Sounds for the Soul by Deb Jennings.
Well, tomorrow is the third Saturday, by the way.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. At noon, at noon tomorrow, I will be offering an online cacao ceremony.
It said Return to Love, but that's probably not the name of it. I made a mistake.
That would have been today. Yeah, that would.
Right, I booked it wrong. Got it.
Okay, thanks for joining.
So I can find you at Deb Jennings, your website.
He's posted the website in the chat. It's www.
Okay, I'll look for the chat. Okay, thank you.
Sounds
Great
for the
service.
Soul, DJ.
Great. I'll get it from the chat. I won't keep you on the phone there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alicia is next. Hello.
Yes, I just wanted to thank you for your heart, your generosity. This was fabulous, amazing.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
you are very welcome. It's my pleasure to share with people. Thank you.
Oh.
Let's see, Dale is next. You want to unmute Dale so I can hear you? Well, we can come back to you if you're not there right now. Cheryl, you're next. Hello.
Hey, my friend. What a
Hey.
delight. Thank you. I just feel like this is exactly what I needed today and well, always any day. And it's such a delight to be with you. And you're so full of wisdom and lineage and heart. And I just want to say thank you. It's so good to be with you. So good to see you. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
My heart was forever changed when I met you and Curtis in Guatemala. I love you both dearly, and I'm so grateful for our continuing relationship. Thank you for joining us today.
Same, same.
Let's see. Dale, are you back there yet? Just need to unmute if you. Okay. Jean Carlson. Hi.
I really treasured it and loved it. I have a question about that little tetrahedron that had the little
Oh,
stone in. What
it's this is an octahedron, and it has a crystal inside. Yes, and my friend Greg Fath designs these. He's a copper worker, and he studied sacred geometry and frequencies. And I'm wearing one of his hearts that he made. And at my live events, I have Metatron's cube and the Circle of Life. All of these different designs that he's made. And if you contact me, I can get you his information if you're interested. But they just really enhance the energy when you're working with this heart energy.
Yeah, that one particularly, my heart just went like this leaping bounds of whoo. And so I was
Yes, this is one of his smaller ones. He has larger ones too. And this is his, each year he focuses on some new shape or energy. And this is the one for 2025. He said is really powerful for right now, for working with the heart energy.
thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Dale, I think you're unmuted. Go ahead and share. There you are, dear. So good to
Hi.
see your face. We
There
sat
I are.
in a lot of ceremonies with Keith online together.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, he and I have been friends for so many years. Miss him very much.
Yes.
I really enjoyed this ceremony today,
Thank you.
and really, really helpfully healing. Things have been rather difficult on the earth recently, and I was unable to find this energy. And I missed it a lot. I'd like to thank you. I wanted to tell you, a day or so ago, I was watching a television program. It's called The Pit. It's actually in Pittsburgh, and I'm in Pittsburgh, and so it's a lot of fun watching, shows on television talking about places that I go all the time. It's fun. But it's a doctor show,
Okay.
and I don't always enjoy doctor shows, especially ones that think that it's important to show you surgeries. It's like, I don't need to see that, thank you. But anyway, one of the little stories in the doctor show the other day, it was maybe yesterday, I don't remember one day from the next right now, but there was a brother and sister whose father was dying, and the doctors at the hospital were trying to convince them to let him go because that was what he had requested. And especially the daughter, she just she couldn't do it. She was pretty much freaking out through the entire episode. And her brother was, trying to support her as well as he could while going through his own stuff. And so when the time came to take him off of the machines, and the daughter, she said, I don't know what to do. How do you deal with this? And the doctor um told her about this Ho'oponopono that some friend or teacher from Hawaii had taught him. And he said, I don't really know what it is, but you know, it often works really well. So he taught them that. And
Wonderful.
so they were saying that, during the, and the audience too were like watching this elderly man sort of going to his leaving. Actually, the last thing that he did before he left his body was he smiled and he spoke his wife's name who had preceded him, and then he smiled and then he left. And and the daughter's still like crying, but they started repeating this Ho'oponopono, and I said, this is really great, I have to learn this. And I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget it. And it just really brought a smile to my heart. You're like, because my most revered teacher studied with Serge King in Hawaii. And so I have a lot of love in my heart for the Hawaiian everything. And I had never heard that before. And I got a real big kick out of you teaching it today to everybody. It's like, I heard that yesterday.
That's really wonderful that it's being shown on mainstream TV. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Noah Wiley.
And I also offer a class on that on the third Wednesday of the month at 8 o'clock Central Time online. So if you want to learn more, just hop on Zoom with me and we'll do the practice together some more.
Okay, give me a second to write this down. Me and my concussion are forgetting a lot of things these days. When are you having this?
The third Wednesday of the month at 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Central Time.
Thank you.
And you can find the Zoom link on my website.
Okay, so that's the third Wednesday of the month. At what time?
8 p.m. Central.
8 p.m. Central. Thanks. I'm in Eastern Time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So wonderful to see you, Dale. Thank you for joining us.
Wonderful to see you too. This has been marvelous. Very, very healing in a depth that I was not expecting.
Thank you. Thank you. Blessings. Ellen, you're next.
Hi, thank you so much, Deb. Thanks for this beautiful offering. I just love the way you've weaved together all these different traditions and offerings, and it didn't feel, it felt very intentional. It didn't, I'm sure you've worked with this a lot. And I appreciate some of the new experiences, but I appreciate also the some of the familiar ones that have sort of, floated away in the past. So the Ho'oponopono is really something I really have worked with in the past. So thank you for offering that again. And then that Nat King Cole song, I love that song, but I haven't thought of it in forever. So I'm dealing with a lot of intense family issues right now. And so this was so healing, so helpful. So
I'm so grateful.
Gratitude.
Blessings. Thanks for joining us, Ellen. John Larson.
Hi, Deb. I just wanted to let you know this is my first time attending one of these. I got some Keith's Cacao for Christmas, and based off of some discussion that happened through the congregation that I'm a member of. they had discussions about the power of cacao in one of our congregational meetings. And so I wanted to give it a try. And I want to thank you for this opportunity. It was very enlightening, and I really enjoyed the chance to learn a little bit more about the ceremonies and whatnot. So thank you very much.
You are very welcome, and I'm so grateful that you received that beautiful gift. Keith's mission was for us to share cacao with the world, and so I'm glad that you received that wonderful Christmas gift, and I hope you have lots of wonderful experiences with it. Thank you. I don't see any more hands. Oh, there comes somebody. Oh, hi, Kelly. Come on in. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, I just wanted to say thank you, Deb. Well, your energy, your wisdom, and the smorgasbord of all of the things that you gave us was just, my heart needed that so much today. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. It really meant the world.
Thank you for joining me. Kelly joins me every once in a while for online chanting on the second Wednesday night of the month, and sometimes in person at my events. So she lives in Atlantic, Iowa. Thanks for joining us, Kelly. Appreciate you. Anybody else have a question or a comment? Okay. Well, thank you so very much for being here today, and I wish you each infinite blessings as you go through your daily life. And remember that as things get a little crazy out in the outer world, to go back within and go into your heart. That's where you'll find any answers that you need. Rick, thank you for this opportunity.
Deb, it's an absolute honor to get to work with you. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey and the journey of Keys Cacao into the world. Everyone, show us your hands for Deb, please.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love to everyone who joined us today. And to you, Deb. Thank you so very much.
Blessings, everybody. Bye-bye.